Hello, I'm Karen, and in today's video I'm sharing with you how to make Christmas tree cozies. These are the royal Christmas trees here. So this size, obviously this size is the smaller size, which is suitable for for your egg cozies. Yep, so you want to put a little egg cup inside there, and obviously your egg will fit in there, and when you put your egg in, it just comes to the top there. It will fit in these sorts of sizes of egg cups as well. I wouldn't advise to use the spirally ones with the metal bits on it in case it snags on your yarn. This tree is the bigger size tree. I've put a face on side this tree. and these ones are for putting your toilet rolls in. So this is also a bigger one, but it's got a shorter, so it's got a larger top but a shorter trunk. And just to show you, so this one's just plain on the inside, so you can fit your toilet roll in, just so you can see what they look like. So they fit in nice and snug. Okay, and if you don't want it to sit with your toilet roll straight onto your surface, you can just make yourself a granny square and just slot it in the bottom just to cover it up, so it just makes a nice little, can you see that, nice little cozy in there. All right, so now the reason why I'm saying that these are royal Christmas trees are because of an anagram game that I've been playing, which has involved me reading the Voynich manuscript as well. But this particular tree here, so we can see this one, this has got the larger leaves on it compared to these leaves. This contains 62 leaves. Not only that, the actual base work that we're actually going to build for the main base that everything fits onto is King Charles's birthday. But this top has 62 leaves on it, which there was 62 monarchs before King Charles III, which he is the 63rd monarch. Okay, so these are dark colours, obviously, that I'm using. So I've got a white background, and we're going to begin with making the top section that we're going to add the leaves to. So in this video, I'm going to be doing the top section and starting on the trunks, just to show you how those work. And the next one, I'll show you how to do all of the leaves and add those. And it's a lot easier than you think. But yes, there is going to be some sewing involved. So, but it's easy sewing, okay? So I'm using paint box yarns and 4mm crochet hook for these particular patterns, and this one I do believe is Benetton green. So leave yourself a nice tail end at the beginning. You want to begin with a twist, and you're going to make a chain of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to use the treble crochet stitch, so that, or the double crochet stitch you've been away from. So you yarn over your hook, go into the very first chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to make a chain 1. Then we're going to work 4 of these same stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and work 4 more of these stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sorry that I know they're really dark. It's really dark yarn, so you're not going to be able to see the stitches that good on these things. But you got the gist of this. So we've done 4 and 4. I want to do a chain 1. I need to do another group of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make a chain 1. Now, so we've got our 3 groups of 4, but we've got 2 at the beginning. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. And we're going to need to do 2 more stitches to complete that set of 4. So that's 1 and 2. And then you can slip stitch into the very top stitch of your first stitch. So really sorry, it's so dark, but Christmas trees are made of dark colours, so, and I wanted these ones to be as realistic as possible. So a slip stitch into there to join a slip stitch into the chain 1 space. So then you're going to do a chain 3. So we're on round 2. Work 1 treble crochet stitch or double crochet stitch into that same space. Now you're going to work in between your posts. Ready? So we're going to just go in between these posts all the way to the next corner. So that's 1, 2, 3, and we're into there, and then we've got the corner, which is the chain 1 space there, and chain 1 and then go back into the corner again. Now these ones, the way that it works is you end up with so the first round, obviously each side, because it's a square, is going to end up, so we're just doing the same thing, by the way, sorry, all the way around. I'm just working in between the stitches, and then we're working chain 1, so it's stitch, chain 1, and then stitch back into the corner. So as you work, you'll see, so I don't know if you can see in this, it's starting to curve over already, and just work in between the stitches. So if you think about it as a square, on the first round we had 4 in a row for one of the side sections, and then what happens is this next round, as long as you've done it correctly, will have 5 stitches. So you've got 1 stitch that's in the corner, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th stitch is in the next corner. So you're going to chain 1. So if I go to count now, so I've already done 1 in that corner, I'm going to do my second, I've done my chain 1, I'm going to do my second stitch. So that's 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4, and this is the very end of the round. So the very beginning chain that I did at the beginning, that is the 5th stitch of the very last round. So we slip stitch to join. Okay, I don't know how well we can see this in this light. So we just, and you just keep doing this. So it's chain 3, and I'm just going to work just part of this round, okay, and just tell you. So that what happens is when you actually, each round that you go along, it's just going to just literally just go up 1 stitch bigger each side. So you're going to have 4, 5, 6, etc. So for this little tree, so bring the tree back over. How many minutes have I been doing? Yeah, because we want to get the trunk in. I want to show you what you need to do. So what I'm going to do is just leave this bit here for now. Just leave that. So for the little tree, I'll put some instructions in the description box to help you. Right, so for the little tree, you need to make it up till you've got 8 rounds. Yeah, so that's what your top's going to look like when you've got 8 rounds. It's not 8 rounds, I'm telling you wrong. It's 8 stitches, so it's only 5 rounds. Okay, I'll make sure I put the correct information in the description box. All right, so if we go from the corner, so that's my chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches, and then I'm back to a chain 1. And that's the same all the way around. So that's 5 rounds to do, and up to the where you've got 8 stitches for there. And that's the little tree. For the surprisingly enough, so this tree here, so even though that looks, see how big that looks, when you actually make the top, you see how small that is in comparison. This is just by adding the leaves and your stitches, it just makes it really grow. So so this one, now this is the one with King Charles's birthday in it. So what you do is you do 8 rounds, yeah, but you end up with 11 stitches. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, so you've got 11 stitches for that one. And if you want to do the bigger topped tree, you're going to go to the 14th. You're going to get 14 stitches. So you've done 11 rounds and 14 stitches there. Look, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we've got 14 stitches. So the reason why I say so, it is King Charles's birthday. So King Charles's birthday is on the 14th of November, 48. Okay, so when you actually, for this particular one, you need to do 1 more round, but you've done an increase. So you end up with, you've got a total of 12 stitches on that particular one when you start adding the trunk. Okay, and then after you've got up to your 48 stitches all the way around, that means you can just keep on going round and round and round. I'm going to show you the little one, because on the little tree and the bigger topped tree, we need to do a reduction to get to the correct amount of stitches. So on the little one, and same with the big top as well. So what you do is you find your corner, you ignore the corner, you're going to go into the stitch at the side of it and attach your yarn, and you're going to do a chain of 3. And then you need to work 2 more stitches. So that's 1 and 2. Yeah. Now this stitch, even though this is leaning over, this is going to count as a stitch, even though it's a chain. And then you skip one, and then you work in the next 3. Whoops, 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to skip the corner. I know it causes a bulge, don't worry, this is the whole point of the design. And then you do 1, 2, 3, skip a stitch, and then go 1, 2, and we've got this bit where I've joined there, so I've got to go in between that gap there, so that's the 3rd stitch. Then we're going to skip the actual corner because that was my joining of my corner place there, so we're going to skip this bit and work into the next one. So by the time you've gone all the way around, so that's 1, 2, 3, by the time you've gone all the way around on this one, you'll end up, for the small one, skip one, you end up with 24 stitches in total. But on the bigger ones, you need to end up with 48 stitches. Okay, so I'm just going to go around with this one, just so that we can just see. So we'll skip the corner, and we do 1, 2. I just want to show you the joining of these ones, of when you're actually doing this going round and around bit, because I tried all sorts to get a really nice join, and I think I found the best method and the easiest method to use. So when you get to the end of this round, look, so you end in, because you've started at the side of a corner, you're going to end with a corner there. So you want to ignore the corner, slip stitch into the actual space between the chain and the stitch there. Sometimes it will sit right down the bottom and it looks weird. Just slide it up. And then you're going to slip stitch into the next space and then start your next round. Okay. Oh, I've just dropped a tree. 1, 2, 3. I'll pick it up in a minute because I need it. And so then you, for the following rounds after that, you just work in every single stitch all the way around. So you just keep on going. And so this needs to have a total of 8 rounds there. So it's got 5 rounds at the top and 8 rounds at the bottom. So this little tree obviously doesn't have King Charles's birthday in it. This is all to do with 8s for that one. So it's just all about the 8, which was what the code that I was doing with the complex anagram game that I was playing just has 8s all over the place. And the stitch itself is actually in the manuscript represented by number 8, and the crochet hook that I'm using, which is a 4mm crochet hook in modern terms, was actually the number 8 crochet hook. And I did share, I have got an older one, and I've got an original hook with the number 8 on it. So yeah, so all you're going to do is just keep going round and around and around for these bits. So you're just going to make, which I've just said, I've dropped my trees, so I'm just going to pick my trees up. Oh. So what you need to do, oh, actually, I was just going to show you these bits. For this bigger version, where I said to you, you're still going to do a reduction. So you do the reduction the same way as the little one, but what you do is you count 6 stitches. So you ignore your corner, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 1, and then 6 stitches, skip the corner. Yeah, but I say I'll put them in the description box to make it easier. Because I'm conscious of how long this takes. Yes, it is a time-consuming project to make. Right, okay, so this is what it will look like when you've actually got to that stage. So you can see the difference of how it looks like quite a small top, and how it when you put the leaves on, it changes it. So what you do to make your life easy, because this section of patterns was all about doing things in pairs. So I've just brought the tail ends to the front, tied them in a knot, and I've got my tail end here. So I'm going to put this one inside this one. What I'm going to do first is pick up this tail end and pull that through if I can. This is the fiddliest bit out, I think, out of everything, is to get that tail end to come through there. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm rushing as well on the video, because I know it's really warm, and if I let everything run too long, it's going to just crash on me. Right, so what you need to do is you put them in pairs, you put them inside each other, and I've left these tail ends deliberately so you can line them up. Makes your life easy, because you've got a corner section. If you make sure that your tail ends line up, then your top section also lines up beautifully. You do have to sit and fiddle with it a bit in the inside just to make sure, because it sort of goes a bit, it feels lumpy when you first do it. But you get those lined up, and then I personally use the inside tail end. I know I've left that one out because I want to tuck that one in between the pieces, but I use the back one to be able to sew the piece together. So I'm going to come from there and we're going to come into the same place where this tail end is so that I know my stitches are all lining up. And you're just going to do, I think it's called running stitch, where you just go in and out. So we're going to go into the next stitch and into the next stitch at the back. Yeah, and you just do that, and then you come from the back to the front. So we're going underneath two strands, underneath two strands. Was that making that clear? And then come through. And this will give you the nice sturdy tree for this version. So you're just going to do that all the way around, and then this tail end, all you do is you just sew it in and you tuck it between the two layers. And you'll do the same with this tail end. You tuck it between the two layers that you've got there. And these two tail ends I've ended up leaving so that I could make a loop at the top, so that, because I thought, do you know what, once it's on your egg and it's on your egg cup, if it's a really snug fit and you try and pick it up, it picks up the whole, it can pick up the whole lot. So I decided it just needs something there. But you can also hang it on a tree, you know, actually hang a Christmas tree on a Christmas tree as a decoration. But this one itself does stand up perfectly fine on its own. The bigger ones, they do stand up, but the weight of them, especially this one, because this one, I've done this as a double one. So if I turn it inside out, look, ta-da, this one has got, I've just got to push the top up now. This one has got these 62 leaves on it, because this one is my monarch tree, is what I'm calling this one. And I decided to add a face to it. Now, I just wanted to say, if you want to add the face before you sew your pieces together. And also, even though I've joined those together there, they do show a bit through the back. I've trimmed those edges off to stop the pointy ends with some nail clippers, just to prevent it from snagging the actual toilet roll or your hands when you're putting it inside it. So that's just a little tip there. All right, so that is the first section. So you need to make yourself the base of the tree. I would advise to start on the little tree first, just so that you just see how you get on, just to see whether you enjoy it, because I say it is a time-consuming project, but they're beautiful when they're done. All right, so thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing, and bye for now.